Hello folks, today I'm going to be taking a look at an Orc Mega Clanker from Kromlech Games to add a bit of heavy support to your sci-fi orc armies. Alright, we're going to take a look at the chunking Orc Mega Clanker from Kromlech. This contains one 28mm heroic model, which comes with a large caliber dread cannon, a huge kill claw, and a 120 by 90 base, and it will dwarf most Norks. Kill claw can be assembled in two positions by swapping the placement of the hydraulic pistons. It's important to note. Otherwise, I think that's more or less it. Ooh, that is much bigger than I expected. So, we have the main body, like a space capsule. That is absolutely huge. I wonder if that would fit on top of the Mega Stomper as an alternate head, because it looks like it's about the same size. Let me just see what it is size-wise. So, that is from base to top around 70mm, maybe a bit higher with this pivot point. Really nice cast. Big flat chunk at the back, presumably for some sort of smokestack. But a load of detail and textures, so you've got sort of skull and spanner symbol. You've got this corrugated style piece riveted on, a lot of flat metal, some crow's feet tread plate. Yeah, oh, I quite like the caged light there. Yeah, a lot going on with it. In the bag, where everything else lives, what have we got? Claws. Paneling. Possibly additional armor plating or just detail. Again, different texture metal pieces. Some form of spring suspension. There's the top of that turret. Open or closed, it's up to you, depending on whether or not you want to pop an orc out the top, presumably. Then we have what looks like a massive slab of concrete, presumably as a counterweight. Our legs, geared arm, so shoulder piece perhaps. Other big chunky leg with massive bobber boots on. Which I'm guessing makes this the hip, because it seems to be the only one that has the sockets for that. Again, a ton of detail all over, and very, very clean casts. Seems slight seam lines in places, but no air bubbles. And lastly, we have a massive drum mag of rockets, different sizes, calibres. That is going to be interesting. Okay, no instructions, but I think from that I should be able to put this together. I'll have a wee look to see whether or not there are instructions on their website as well before I begin. Otherwise, I shall be back in a moment. Mega Clanker is mega built. It is an absolute root of a thing. Look at this. I'm not a small person, but I need both hands to cradle that. That's huge. Build was very simple. Ran into one slight moment, which is on this arm. We'll get to that in a moment, though. It is, in case you're wondering, roughly 115 mil from foot to top of turret, or hatch, I suppose, and just about fits on the big oval base it comes on. As you can see, beautiful detail throughout, as is always the case with Kromlech. These sort of armoured flaps guarding the, I'm going to call it a turret ring, because, you know, 131 got hit in the turret ring and jammed it up. It was terrible. So these are all separate. You could probably put them in a different order, but you'll notice that they are specific widths of, I suppose, attachment area, shall we say. So, I mean, this and this you could easily swap, and maybe swap one of them with this, but this big brute really sits there better. Although he could go to the sides. I mean, you've got options there to whatever suits you for look, I suppose. That big mag of rockets. I notice not all of them are the same. So, I mean, if you want to do your armor piercing, high explosive, blah, 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 like they would load a grenade launcher, it's something similar to that. Looking around the side. Gorgeous detail. Has this bum drum, like a little bustle on the back. So, this was the bit that got me. This hand, these arms rather, can be swapped. However, when you swap them, then this arm here goes around the other way. So this arm's separate. These two pistons are separate, as well as is the hand setup, which means you can either angle the arm up or down and have it on either side. However, it is a little bit fiddly to get these glue joints all to line up. And in fact, if you see here, I slid off slightly as the main arm was gluing. So what I would suggest is decide the way you want to do it. Glue the shorter one in first, because then that's relatively tight. Don't glue the arm in, but glue the base pivot point. Then when you're ready, situate the actual main arm and then glue the other two sections. So one of these is already angled correctly. Trying to angle all of them and this, I ran out of hands because I only had the two. But I mean, overall, it is a work of beauty. There's a ton of detail everywhere you look, whether it's bullet holes or different textures of metal plating, crow's feet tread or flat or corrugated, whatever it happens to be. There's just a wealth of detail there for any orc player to get their mitts on. So if you're looking for a big statement piece, then the Mega Clanker is certainly mega. There we go. It's an absolute beast of a machine and a beast of a size in resin. Lovely detail throughout and a fantastic kit. Great for proxying for 40k, obviously, but there are so many other sci-fi games out there that it will slip into quite neatly as well. So if you fancy something a bit chunky, it's like a slither's worth of resin there. It's absolutely sensational, and it will definitely be eye-catching on the tabletop. So let me know what you think below of the Mega Clanker. I'm going to clank off. Bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.